Thanks for staying with us here on The Pulse. To other stories now. A Chinese national and his Ghanaian driver has been shot dead at an illegal mining site at Subri-Nkwanta in the Bibiani and Hiansu-Bekwai municipality of the Western North region. The brutal shooting of the two believed to be illegal miners has sparked fear among residents of the small community. Sources say the attackers opened fire without warning, killing both victims instantly before fleeing into the nearby forest. Police say they are treating the incident as a robbery for now, pending further investigations. The locals say the two were returning from their gold mining site after taking the gold concentrate, commonly referred to as black, when the assailants opened fire on them and made away with the cash. Some residents also suspect it may be linked to rising tension among rival illegal mining operators and disputes over land ownership. Residents of Subri-Nkwanta say this is not the first time violence has erupted at Galamsey sites in the area. Well, to other stories now. Award-winning environmental journalist Erastus Asare-Donko has been explaining what exactly led to that shooting incident. So we're not moving away from that story. We're still staying with that. But this time, Erastus Asare-Donko has details as to what exactly happened on the ground. Let's listen to him. We'll be back with more here on The Pulse.
So if you remember, about 2 years back in Manso, a bullion van was attacked. In that area. They sprayed the whole vehicle with bullets, and one gentleman died. Others sustained various degrees of injuries. This is similar to what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
And it tells you about the proliferation of arms within the Galamsey belt in Ghana. So we are having more pump-action weapons. We are having assault rifles. We are seeing them on the ground. And when Chinese nationals are arrested and they are sent away, they leave some of these weapons behind.
Even aside the guns, I mean, Nana Bwachidankwayadom reported this morning that some officials of the Forestry Commission were attacked. They were pelting stones and other things without necessarily wielding guns. I mean, the latest shooting appears to be a robbery. That's how they're reporting it as?
Well, the police are looking at robbery because when you speak with the locals, they tell you that the people who shot the two made away with the black. What they call black is actually gold concentrate. Okay. The one they pick from the mats. So it's gold, but they're going to refine it. Yeah. And so they took that away. That is why the police are also investigating and working with robbery for now. But if you look at the fatalities, one bullet went through the neck of the Chinese, right through here. The driver was seated and strapped to the vehicle, and so the bullets went through the chest and other parts of the body. And it tells you that the people meant business. They came straight for something, they went at it, and then bolted. And we are seeing a number of these things in some areas as well. And in many of the incidents, you find people who come after the illegal miners, you know, point guns, rob them of the gold or whatever they have, and then they bolt.
Are we winning the fight, Erastus? You are out on the ground. Are we winning this fight?
I would want to say yes, but unfortunately I can't say yes. Yes, some work is going on. The IGP is working fantastically on the ground, I would say, and commend him, because he has tasked all regional, divisional, and district commanders to be on the lookout. They are arresting people and all that. But there is still more work to be done. If you have used the Kumasi-Accra road, if you've gone to Osino, in broad daylight, people with excavators are mining just by the main road. And it tells you that we are not there yet. Mining on water bodies is still rife.
Yeah.
We need
longer on Galamsey because fresh concerns have been raised over the safety of Ghana's protected forests as illegal miners invade the Chechere enclave of the Tano Forest Reserve. Joe News checks reveal significant environmental destruction caused by the fresh invasion, leaving behind deep scars on the land. A major police swoop has led to the arrest of 7 suspects, the seizure of 7 excavators, and a Land Cruiser V8 used by the miners. My colleague Nana Bwachidankwayadom has been following this story. He filed the report.
A fresh wave of illegal mining has hit the Chichirere enclave of the Tano Forest Reserve in the Atwimamponia district of the Ashanti region. The latest invasion was uncovered during an intensive police swoop, which resulted in the arrest of 7 individuals and the impounding of 7 heavy-duty excavators believed to have been used to rip through the forest's delicate ecosystem. The police team, acting on intelligence, also discovered newly constructed wooden structures serving as makeshift camps and processing sheds for the illegal miners.
This is fresh. The Tano Forest Reserve is where the police swoop has led us to, and this excavator you see being used to clear these structures are excavators belonging to the illegal miners. Now these are new excavators, brand new excavators belonging to the miners who have invaded this forest, and now after it was seized by the police, it is being used to destroy the structures, several structures that the miners have put up over here.
In addition to the earth-moving machines, a Toyota Land Cruiser V8 belonging to one of the suspects was seized as part of efforts to dismantle the illegal mining network operation in the area. Some of the arrested suspects spoke to Joy News.
Omuni conscience say bia we conscience una ho hono e hono ye bia land and da hono obetima kwa akodi ene bi su di police no ene bi kura so ye adwuma wo mfikyire
or ya mika say me personal penny bi say I say be like say bia obi afa be di ye de bi su e can say board
say me nim say forest na mo ba me master ba ha no me nim say oba forest
What were for how long?
Me ba and me ko 2 weeks.
Now 2 weeks now my year Jumo forest no also would name say higher forest.
There be say ye start yi kwan no or see e be adwuma.
Large swathes of green cover have been turned into open pits. Deputy Managing Director of the Forestry Commission in the Ashanti region, Ejapon Emmanuel, highlighted the success of the police operation so far.
We've been to about 5 places. I think area of concern was where our staff weren't able to visit in the last 2 years. And these places are the Nkwanta and Amancha portions of the Jimra Forest Reserve in Nkawe Forest District. And on Friday, we were able to arrest some persons, portraying to be national security persons. And after the Amancha and Nkwanta areas, this is Tano Forest Reserve. And this is the Chichirere portion of the Tano Forest Reserve. We are having some 2 machines within the vicinity. Currently, with this operation, we've confiscated about 7 machines. From Friday till yesterday, we were able to track about 5 of them to the police depot. And currently, we are tracking 2 of them.
Mr. Japan lamented the widespread devastation that illegal mining continues to cause to the country's forests and water bodies.
We've been with you on this operation, and you can see the vast lands that are being destroyed, in respect of the illegal mining menace that we are being faced with in forest reserves. This is something that the government is very serious about. If you see the number of personnel the IG himself have, deployed to the region to support the Forestry Commission to curb these things in our forest reserves, then it tells you that people are really serious about this illegal mining fight.
The police say they will intensify surveillance and maintain a strong presence in the area to flush out any remaining illegal miners and prevent a repeat of the encroachment.
The Tano Forest Reserve has become the very latest victim of illegal mining activities, just like several other forest reserves that have been destroyed by illegal miners. Now, the illegal miners, with their excavators and other earth-moving machines, have started to construct their own roads. Inside there, we have some areas demarcated for illegal mining, purposely for that. And we've seen the devastation that has been caused by
Thanks for staying with us here on The Pulse. It's time to take you now to the EC's headquarters here in the Greater Accra region. Bosman Asari is addressing the media. Let's listen in.
So that the people of Ablekuma are duly represented in Parliament. It must be noted that an Accra High Court on 4th January 2025 ruled that the Electoral Commission should complete the collation of results for Tema Central, Ablekuma North, Okaikwe Central, and Techiman South constituencies. We have completed all the constituencies with the exception of Ablekuma North. These are the efforts as an institution we have made to ensure that we complete the collation of the Ablekuma North parliamentary election. On the 9th of December 2024, 54 carbonized polling station results were added to the collation. All the 54 polling station results were received from the NDC. This brought to 219 collated polling station results. The Commission informed the police in a letter dated 16 December 2024 that since the collation of the Ablekuma North constituency parliamentary had not been completed, the police should take steps to secure the premises where the ballot boxes were kept. The Commission intended to move the ballot boxes to a more secure location. In the spirit of transparency, the Greater Accra Regional Director of the Electoral Commission informed representatives of the MPP and the NDC about the Commission's intentions to relocate the ballot boxes. However, in the early hours of Tuesday, 17 December 2024, party supporters invaded the premises of the Kwashiman cluster of schools and set fire to the library where the ballot boxes and BVDs were kept. All the ballot papers were destroyed in the process, thereby denying the Commission the opportunity to use the ballot papers to complete the collation. To date, the gentleman who perpetrated this crime, though he recorded its illegal act and circulated it on social media, has not been arrested. On 21st December 2024, another attempt to complete the collation process, 25 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 25 carbonized polling station results were received from the MPP. It is important to emphasize that the said 25 pink sheets were not scanned pink sheets, but carbon copies from the MPP. Even though the NDC collation agents reported late that day, that is the 21st December 2024, the carbon copies had been authenticated. After the carbon copies had been authenticated by the return officer, the NDC agents were allowed to review and verify the 10 carbonized copies of the results presented by the MPP. Following that, the remaining 15 carbon copies were authenticated by both NDC and MPP agents for that day. The number of polling stations collated thus became 244. 37 polling stations became outstanding. On the 5th of January 2025, 17 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 17 polling station results were received from the MPP and confirmed by the NDC agents. This brought the number of polling stations collated to 261. It should be noted that the decision to accept the scanned pink sheets from the parties was unanimously agreed upon by the Commission and the political parties, that is the NDC and the MPP. This decision was reached because of both parties admitting that they no longer had carbon copies of the results in their custody. On the 6th of January 2025, 13 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 13 polling station results, scanned copies, were received from the MPP. It is important to note that the 13 scanned copies were confirmed by the respective presiding officers of those polling stations. All the 13 presiding officers were brought in to verify their signatures and results on the scanned copies. This brought the number of polling stations collated to 274. The presiding officers were made to confirm the scanned copies of the pink sheets due to complaints by the agents of the NDC. Once again, on the 8th of January 2025, 4 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 4 polling station results, scanned copies, were received from the MPP. Again, the Commission brought in their respective presiding officers of those polling stations. They confirmed the results reflected that of the pink sheets. The presiding officers signed their respective pink sheets to confirm their authenticity. On all of these days, both the NDC and NPP agents were present and witnessed the confirmation of the scanned pink sheets by the presiding officers. They also reviewed the scanned pink sheets. This brought the number of collated polling stations to 278. Thus, 3 polling station results became outstanding. It is important to note again that in all these processes were captured on TV by the media. Other attempts that have been made to complete the collation since 8th January. From this point, the Commission made several attempts to collate the results without success. This is because the National Election Security Task Force was not able to provide us with the needed security. On 15th January 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service and the National Election Security Task Force to inform them that the collation on the 8th of January 2025 was not completed and requested for security to enable the EC to complete the process on Friday, the 17th of January 2025. In a press release dated 17th January 2025, the Commission was informed by the police that per the intelligence available to them, the exercise should be put on hold, hence the collation did not take place. As a result of inadequate security at the proposed collation center, party supporters invaded the offices and destroyed properties of the Commission, including furniture, doors, and louver blades. None have been arrested to date, although some of the perpetrators were captured in videos in circulation on social media. On 26 January 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service again, requesting for a meeting with the Election Security Task Force on the completion of the collation. In a response to our letter, the Ghana Police Service and the Election Security Task Force indicated that to ensure a peaceful and successful exercise, the task force has begun the consultative process for a convenient date and time for the meeting with all stakeholders associated with this exercise, scheduled to be held at the National Police Headquarters. On 4 February 2025, the Commission wrote to the Security Task Force informing them of the Commission's readiness to attend the proposed meeting aimed at discussing the completion of the collation. Once again, in a letter dated 17 February 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service to inform them about the urgent need to conclude the collation and requested adequate security. Whilst efforts to secure the cooperation of the Security Task Force was ongoing, the Commission engaged with the political parties on 26 February. During this meeting, the lack of representation in Parliament for the Ablekuma North constituency was tabled and discussed. The Commission informed the political parties of the processes and its efforts to ensure police protection so far. The Commission followed it up with another meeting with the NPP and the NDC on Thursday, 13th March 2025, with the view to move the collation process forward. The NDC at the meeting raised a number of issues and followed up with a letter to the Commission. The Commission responded to all the concerns raised by the NDC in their letters dated 17th March and 30th April 2025. Among the issues raised by the NDC was the lack of formal invitation to participate in the collation process, denial of involvement of NDC agents in the collation of the 25 scanned pink sheets on the 21st of December 2024, and concerns about the use of scanned pink sheets from the MPP during the collation of on the 5th of January 2025. The Commission addressed all the concerns and highlighted the active involvement of agents of the MPP and the NDC in all the processes and the agreement by all the stakeholders, that's the political parties, and the Commission to rely on scanned pink sheets submitted by the MPP. On 28th March 2025, the Commission once again wrote to the Ghana Police Service and informed them about the remaining 3 polling station results which were outstanding and requested for protection for the completion of the collation. In the same letter, the Commission requested a meeting at the earliest convenience of the Ghana Police Service and the Election Security Task Force to agree on a date for the completion of the collation. At the scheduled meeting on the 10th of April 2025, the Commission was informed that the IGP will be briefed on the meeting. On the 2nd of May 2025, the Commission wrote to the National Election Security Task Force requesting a meeting on Thursday, 8th May 2025 to discuss the collation process. At the scheduled meeting on Thursday, the 8th of May 2025, The Ghana Police Service and the EC agreed to complete the collation process on Thursday, 15th May 2025, at the old headquarters of the Commission. Before the date for the collation, the police and the task force invited the Commission for a meeting on Tuesday, 13th May 2025, and indicated that they had been informed about a pending case with respect to the Ablekuma North constituency parliamentary resource at the Supreme Court, and further indicated that in view of the legal process at the Supreme Court, they were unable to provide security to enable the Commission complete the collation, since it will amount to contempt of court. In a letter dated 15th May 2025, the Ghana Police Service informed the Commission. The Commission informed the Ghana Police Service that there was no injunction application granted by the court or any other process that prevented the Electoral Commission from going ahead to complete the process. So the Commission wrote to them that there was no case that will prevent the Commission from going ahead with the process. The Commission further requested for protection to enable it carry out its work. Furthermore, in the letter, the Commission requested a meeting the following day, that is Friday, the 16th of May 2025, for the purpose of agreeing on a date for the completion of the collation. The Ghana Police Service, in the response to the letter, informed the Commission that it had referred the issue of the completion of the collation of the Ablekuma North constituency parliamentary election results to the Attorney General for legal advice. They indicated that in view of the referral, the National Election Security Task Force will not be able to provide security until they receive the advice from the Attorney General. Since then, we have followed up with the police on several occasions. They have indicated today they have not received the advice from the Attorney General. This put the collation process in limbo. In our bid to bring finality to the collation process, and in the light of the police decision not to provide security because, in their view, there was a pending court case at the Supreme Court, the Commission met with the NDC and the MPP on the issue. At the meeting on 12 June, the two parties presented their perspectives to the Commission. The MPP stated that the Commission should proceed with the completion of the collation as directed by the High Court. The MPP indicated that the scanned copies of the pink sheets had been verified and accepted by the NDC agents in the absence of original copies which had been destroyed by attacks of the political parties. The NDC on their part noted that as a party, they will not accept the results from the 37 scanned pink sheets because they were provided by the MPP. In their view, there should be a rerun at the 37 polling stations because the pink sheets from the MPP were scanned copies and there was nothing to compare them with. Again, on Tuesday, 1st July 2025, the Commission met the representatives of the MPP and the NDC to discuss the completion of the collation. The parties informed the Commission that their positions put forward in the meeting on 12 June remained unchanged. It is important for the public to understand that the issue in contention has to do with the fact that the 37 pink sheets provided by the MPP and used to collate the results were scanned copies. After extensive deliberations, the Commission came to the conclusion that it will rerun the election in 19 out of the 37 polling stations. The Commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the 19 polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations. The Commission was able to secure the confirmation of 18 presiding officers of their scanned pink sheets. The Commission was of the view that once its officers were legally charged to conduct the elections at the polling stations, and they have also confirmed the scanned results, there was no need to rerun the elections in those polling stations. As you have noticed from the presentation so far, the Commission's engagement with the MPP and the NDC was to build consensus on the completion of the parliamentary election in the Ablekuma North constituency due to the stalemate. It is obvious from the above narration that the Commission's efforts had yielded no results. It is also important to note that the collation process in the Ablekuma North parliamentary election has been transparent, participatory, and accountable. The agents of the political parties have been present throughout the collation, as was the media. The media have provided coverage of the entire process on each day that the collation took place. The evidence of the transparent and open process is on record. The Commission's attention has been drawn to an unfounded accusation that it has been influenced by certain individuals to pursue the rerun. We state categorically that Ghana's electoral management body is an independent body and will not be dictated to by any person or institution. Our track record speaks for itself. The Ghana Police Service and the National Election Security Task Force have assured the Commission of their readiness to ensure security before, during, and after the rerun. We count on them to guarantee that lives and property are protected and that voters and our staff who work in a safe and conducive environment tomorrow. The aftermath of the 7th December election, the processes to complete the collation in 12 constituencies have created fear, not only in our staff, but voters in general. We trust that the police and the National Election Security Task Force will provide the needed security before, during, and after the process so we can vote and work in peace. On our part, as the electoral management body, we are desirous of bringing the election in the Ablekuma North constituency to a conclusion and to ensure that the constituents have a representative in Parliament. We have thus provided a path to complete the collation process so as to ensure that the residents of Ablekuma North have a representative in Parliament. We assure the public and the political parties that, as always, we will live by our motto and ensure that the rerun is fair, transparent, and credible. We wish the two contestants the best of luck at the polls tomorrow, Friday, the 11th of January. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Bosman. Thank you for coming.
No question.
God bless you. This is no question. And you can tell me this question. Let's
and some I can't in your bonnet tough with tree Casamwa. Commission Ochina Eradi Aduma Commission year elections were Ablekuma North, 19 polling stations.
Bosman Asari there, just chronicling some of the key events that happened prior to the declaration of the rerun in Ablekuma North constituency. They are vehemently disputing claims that indeed they have been compelled, compromised, or forced to declare the rerun. And we're looking forward to how that will pan out tomorrow. We're your election headquarters. Please do stick and stay with us for our full coverage of the Ablekuma North parliamentary rerun elections happening in 19 different polling stations. My name is Faustina Safo, and that's how we draw the curtains here on the polls. Please log on to myjoyonline.com for more news. Have a pleasant day as you enjoy the rest of our programs.